Hello everyone. I just wanted to make a video and share with you some of the pistols in my collection, in particular the Berettas in this video. So I just want to start by saying that I was in the United States Army for 8 years and I was an Arabic linguist, and both those things will come into play in this, they will have significance during this video. But anyway, I'm going to show you the not necessarily in the order that I obtained them, but I'll just show you, I'll group the pistols in a way that kind of makes logical sense. So this is the first Beretta that I ever purchased. This is a 92 FS. You can see the markings there on the slide. This one was made in the United States, and it says there Beretta USA Corps, Accokeek, Maryland, or yeah, made in USA. So this is a copy of the M9 that the military was using while I was in the military. We were going to go to a small group of us were going to go to Kuwait for a deployment to Kuwait, and our unit wanted us to qualify for M9s because they didn't want us to have to give up our weapons in case that we went someplace where weapons weren't allowed, because we were going to be at times in civilian clothes. So I had to qualify for the M9, and I really liked it, and I wanted one. And also at that time, you know, well, it was a few years before that, the movie Lethal Weapon came out, and that was like a 2-hour commercial for the 92 series pistol. So I really wanted one, and that's why I bought this one. Like I said, this is a civilian version of the M9. Later on, way later, after I had gotten out of the military, my son purchased the 92S. That's this one here, and it's very similar to the 92 FS. You can see it's got a round trigger guard. It doesn't have the what do you call these? Not serrations, but doesn't have these cuts in the grip. So this is really smooth. Round trigger guard, smooth trigger guard, no serrations, no knurling. The same thing on the back. It's very smooth as compared to the 92 FS on the left. Now, these are both, well, all three of these pistols are single action, double action with decockers, and they all came that way. Now, these two have decockers on the left. They're ambi decockers, you can see that. It's on the left side and the right side. However, this one, the 92S, it only has a decocker on the left side. And so if you cock it and decock it, the decocker, when I release it, it stays down and it becomes a safety. And that's how these two pistols came. But I installed the G kit on it, is what we call it. So a G kit for the 92 series pistols, and it happened to fit this one as well. This is a compact, and I'll show you the markings on this one, but and I'll just show you how that works. So again, this is single action, double action with a decocker, and it's a decocker and not a safety, because when you decock it, it pops back up. So it's ready to fire in that double action mode. Now this is a Beretta 92 SB compact. You can see those, and it's a Type M, which I didn't even know existed, but once I found out it existed, I had to have one. These are single stack, and so this is a kind of a compact version of the 92 FS, although it's not as compact as some of the more modern pistols. But at the time that I bought it, I thought that I would carry it, but I never carried it. But I was fortunate enough to get this, and it with 3 magazines, by the way. So again, the 92 FS, full size, double stack magazine. This is a 15-round mag. When I purchased this pistol, it was during the assault weapons ban, and during that time, you could only get 10-round magazines. So again, 92 FS with the G kit installed. The 92 SB compact Type M, which is a single stack frame, and then the 92S. And one little curious thing about the 92S, this is a predecessor to the 92 FS, obviously. It looks almost identical, but this one has a magazine release down here in the heel. But this magazine will work in the 92 FS. because it has the cutouts for to match up with this. So you can use it in either pistol. So you can see the magazine that drops free. However, if you were to take the 92FS magazine, which does not have the cutout for the heel like this one does down here, it does not have it, it will go in and you might be able to fire 1, maybe 2 shots, but eventually it's gonna just rattle its way out because there's nothing holding that magazine in place. So again, just reiterate, 92S, the 92FS with the G kit, and the 92SB Compact Type M single stack with the G kit. Then after that, I'll just show you I received this pistol. This is a model 1934. You can see a close-up look of the markings on the slide. And then there are some the import markings on the barrel. I'm not sure if that's going to show up because I really can't see there we go. And it says Armamentos WPBFL 380 ACP Italy, and that's Armamentos is a store, and I just looked it up. This is August 2025, and that store still exists. It's Armamentos West Palm Beach. It's the WPB West Palm Beach, Florida, and it has 380 auto and Italy. But again, on this side it says 9 skirt, and I believe that just 9 short in Italian. And it does say model 1934, and then it's got a 1941. So I'm not sure. Somebody smarter than me can put comments in the video and explain what that means. Now this is now this one, it releases really old style here. You push that back and to release the magazine. It's pretty stiff. And if I remember correctly, this holds 7 rounds, but I don't remember. It's been quite a while since I fired it. And it is single action, blowback operated. Here's a safety. This is supposed to be red, but I believe it's been reblued. Well, I'm sure it's been reblued. So you can see that it says S, and so that won't fire. And then if you move it, there's the S. So if I move it over, it would expose the red, and it actually has an F there. I'm not sure if you can see that. And it will fire, but I don't dry fire these pistols. I really don't dry fire any of my pistols. Now it does have matching numbers. I'm not going to show you the serial numbers, but it does have matching serial numbers on the slide and frame, and actually at the bottom of the barrel it has the matching serial numbers, so that's pretty neat. So that's the model 1934. Then I have 84 BB. This was the last one that I purchased. So this is an 84 BB. I'm not sure if those markings are showing up because I can't read I can just see that it's clear, but it's too small to read in the viewfinder. But this is Pietro Beretta, and it's made in Italy. And this is a 84 BB caliber 9. I think it's just short. Yeah, caliber 9 short. And it does have serial numbers on the other side. I don't think you really need to see the other side of the pistol, but there you have it. It's got the round trigger guard. It does have serrations on the front and back of the grip, and it does have I believe it has import markings as well. I can't remember where they are, but anyway. So this is single action, double action. So you can see the hammer there. It'll fire in double action, and of course in single action. It does have a safety, but it does not have a decocker, so I'll just let the hammer down on that. Then the magazine is normal mag release button, and it's got a 13 round magazine. So again, this is a 84 BB double stack, single action, double action with the safety, no decocker. Now these are kind of my pride and joy. So I told you that I'm an Arabic linguist. So I was able to find an Iraqi Thotic and then found out that you could not import them. It was for sale in Canada and I couldn't bring it in, so I was pretty disappointed about that. There's a saying in Arabic, El Mamnua Margub, which means the forbidden is desired. And I really desired one because it was forbidden, and I just knew I wasn't going to be able to have it. So I stumbled upon an Egyptian copy, and this is the Egyptian Helwan. You can see the markings there. Helwan, caliber 9mm, ARE. It even says made in Egypt, but ARE is the Arabic Republic of Egypt. Down here is the import markings. On the other side, I'm covering up the serial numbers. It does have an Arabic serial number on the slide under my thumb and on the frame under my other thumb. And then underneath that Arabic serial number, it has an English, an English serial number that matches. Now there it is in Arabic. It says Helwan AR 9mm, which is Helwan 9mm. And then Sunia is manufactured Jim Mim Ain, which is Jumhuriya Masr al-Arabiya, and that's how you say Egypt in the Arabic language. Jumhuriya Masr al-Arabiya. So it's the Arabic Republic of Egypt. Then I got really lucky and found a Tadic for sale. It was on a website for over a month, and it went through 2 price drops, and then the seller added or best offer, and I made him an offer, and he accepted it. And that's how this came into my possession. Now this one says, and I'll read it to you and then I'll show you, but it says Tariq AR, which is caliber, 9mm, Munshiat al-Qadisiyya al-Ama, al-Iraq. And that's, I guess the loosest way to translate that is Tariq 9mm, made in the Qadisiyya establishment, and then Iraq. And that last word there is Iraq, el-Iraq in Arabic. So that's the slide. You can see the markings on it. And again, I'm just covering up the serial number. And then this is the other side. And you can see this is licensed by Beretta. So this was actually a licensed pistol made by Iraq. And that's why you can't import them, because they were made in Iraq, and you can't import anything from Iraq, any weapons from Iraq. The next one that I didn't know existed until I was looking around for the Helwans, and I found a Danshwe, but then a Tadic came up for sale and I bought that, so I had to wait, and then I waited for quite a while until I finally was able to get enough money to purchase the Danshwe. So this one is, you can see the markings on it there, hopefully. Danshwe caliber 9mm, UAR. UAR is the United Arab Republic. And then in Arabic it says Danshwe 9mm, which is 9mm. And then it's got Sunia is manufactured, and then this is a Jim Ain Mim, that's Jumhuriya al-Arabiya al-Muttahida, which is the United Arab Republic. And you can see the letters there. Now this one, I'm going to cover up the serial number on it, but this one has a 4-digit serial number, and it starts with 19. And it's got that same serial number on the slide, frame, and barrel. So it's got 3 matching serial numbers. And all these pistols, by the way, are they're the heel release magazine, single stack, 9mm, single action. And so there's no double action. There's no decocker. You have to decock it manually by, riding the hammer down. This is the safety. I don't know if they call that cross bolt safety, but you push that from the other side in and it won't fire. And then you push it in, and I don't dry fire these, so I just ride the hammer down. And then my last one, just because no collection would be complete without every pistol in this model, and this is the Italian version, the one that started all these. All these are copies of the Italian version. So here, I'll let you see the markings there. So this is an Italian made. So you got an Egyptian made Helwan, Iraqi made Tadic, Egyptian made Danshwe, and then the actual original, the Beretta. And I'll cover up the serial number, but There's a serial number. It's a 218, and then it's got 2 numbers after that. So if that helps somebody identify the age of these pistols, 218 plus 2 numbers after that. So 21,800 series. If that helps make a determination on how old it is. So this is the Italian 1951. So that's going to round out my collection of actual Berettas. If you have any information that you could provide on any of them to give me an idea of when they were made, when they stopped making them, etc., I'd be glad to learn from you guys. And if you have any questions, put those in the comment section as well, and I'll try my best to answer them. But thanks for watching.